What's good, everybody? It's your boy Will, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the absolute best lockdown build in NBA 2K22 current gen. Now this build is going to get Hall of Fame shooting as well as Hall of Fame defense, which is pretty ridiculous because you're going to be able to literally shoot from pretty much anywhere on the court, and you're going to be able to lock up the point guard at the same time. So for position, we're going to go with shooting guard. For our pie chart, we're going to want to go half red, half green. This is going to give us both Hall of Fames, obviously. Now, for the physical profile, you're definitely going to want to go speed chart. You got to remember, we're chasing around point guards. We're trying to lock them up, so we want to be as fast as we possibly can. Now, for our attributes, first things first, we're going to want to max out interior, perimeter, lateral quickness, steal, block. And then we're going to up our offensive rebound until we get to that 20-second defensive badge. So a 60 defensive rebound. Now, obviously, we're a lockdown. 22 badges is the most we can possibly get on this build. And you're going to want each and every one of them because you are going to be trying to box up point guards. So moving on to playmaking. We're going to want to max out pass accuracy and ball handle. And we're going to put post control up to a 30. Now for shooting, we're going to max out the mid-range, max out the three, max out the free throw. We're going to put up our post fade until we get 18 shooting badges. And then on to finishing, we're going to put the rest of our points into driving dunk and driving layup. Now the badge count for this build is going to be 1 finishing, 18 shooting, 11 playmaking, and 22 defense. So you have a 77 driving dunk at 99. You're going to be having a dunk good enough to be able to dunk on, pretty much anybody. You're not going to have crazy amount of badges, obviously, because that's not what this build is for. This is more for, a corner shooter. You can even come up to the top of the key and knock down threes because you have Hall of Fame shooting and you're going to be playing great defense. But the other thing that you can do if you really want to get more playmaking, I don't know if I would recommend this personally, but you could lower your layup and you could put these points into post control and get the 12th playmaking badge. Personally, I think that 11 is plenty. Honestly, 11 is too much. So I would put the rest into layup like I did. And then you're obviously going to have 1 point left over. And it's up to you where this goes. It could go anywhere. You can put it in post fade. You can put it in standing dunk. It is what it is. It doesn't really matter. So continuing on. Now body shape. For a lockdown, you're probably going to want to go with either built, maybe compact. Some people go with burly. It's really preference. I would personally probably go built for my lockdown, but again, that's up to you. For height, there's really 2 options here. You can either go 6'4" or 6'5". I would recommend going 6'5" personally, just because the speed difference really isn't that great. I would definitely go with 6'5" personally. Now for weight, again, there's 2 different options for this. You could either go with 178, which is going to give you the highest acceleration possible. As you can see, you only have a 44 strength and your interior is a 51. The other option you can do right here is you could up your weight to 190. Doing this, you're going to lose 1 acceleration, but you're going to gain some strength and some interior defense. It's also going to make your player a little bit bigger, and some people say that when your player's bigger, you're able to bump point guards better, and your strength allows you to bump point guards better and drain their stamina easier. So again, this is up to you. Personally, I would probably go with 190, but if you want that 1 extra acceleration, you can obviously go back down to 178. For wingspan, you're definitely going to want to max this out. Doing so is going to up your defensive stats, and obviously this is a lockdown build. We're trying to box somebody, so you're definitely going to go max wingspan. You're going to lose a little bit of 3-pointer. But again, once you're at 99, you're going to have an 83 ball, and that's plenty. That's honestly too much. Like, if you can't shoot with an 83-pointer in this game, I don't know what to tell you. It's super easy to shoot, especially with Hall of Fame badges once you get them. Obviously, this is a lockdown build. We're going with the lockdown takeover. If you go with the playmaker takeover, I'm not sure what to tell you. There might be something wrong with you. We're definitely going lockdown takeover. And as you guys can see, it kind of has a weird name, a two-way pass first guard, but this is most definitely a lockdown build. As you can see, shades of Klay Thompson. He's a great two-way player. That's honestly who I could relate this build best to, because you can knock down shots from the top of the key. You're really like a sharp with an 83 ball and Hall of Fame shooting. but you can also defend well. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of the badges that I would put on this build personally if I was in the park or stage or wherever I am trying to box up a guard. So for the finishing badge, you can either put on Posterizer or Slithery. It's really up to you. Some people put on Lob City Finisher as well if you're going backdoor a lot, but I'd probably put on Slithery or Posterizer. It's really your call here. Okay, now for shooting, obviously you're going to get Hall of Fame. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter first for sure. Now, besides that, you're definitely going to want to put on Corner Specialist. If you're playing lockdown, most often you're going to be, in the corner on offense. So you could either go gold, you go Hall of Fame, you go silver. I'm not really sure exactly what works the best this year because I haven't tested everything out. But in past years, silver was usually the sweet spot. Maybe in this game it's more. I would go at least silver though to be safe. Now you could put on Green Machine. That wouldn't be a bad choice here. You could definitely put on Catch and Shoot. I would highly recommend that. Blinders is a good badge if you're shooting at the top of the key. It could honestly work in the corner as well, so I would probably put that on at least silver, maybe gold. You could even try Hall of Fame out. It's really more of a preference thing with some of these badges. Again, we don't really know if Chef and all these other badges work very well, and it also depends on your playstyle. If you're playing at the top of the key on offense or if you're playing in the corner, you're going to want to switch your badges accordingly. So, we could go with maybe Limitless Spot Up, extend the range, we can hit 3-point shots. That'd be a great badge to have on. You definitely want that. And then we got one badge left over, so we could either go Hall of Fame Catch and Shoot, we go Sniper, we go Volume Shooter if you're shooting a lot. It's really up to you here. It's really preference. We just got an extra badge to put wherever. Maybe Deadeye if you really want to be a sharp. It's up to you. You could definitely play top of the key though with this build. You could definitely knock down shots. An 83 pointer is extremely high. There's people hitting with a 60, so this build is really fire. Now for playmaking, you definitely want to put Bullet Passer on for sure. I would say put on Unpluckable, put on Bailout. Besides that, I don't know if you're even going to be able to break angles. You might be able to. If you put it on, you could try that. Besides that, increase dribbling skills on the move. Not really sure how good that is. You can try out handles for days. It really depends on your playstyle. Like I said, you're definitely going to want to put on Quick First Step though for sure. Downhill's another decent badge. Besides that, again, it's up to you. You can try Break Starter if you're getting a board, Needle Threader. Besides that, I don't know. You can up your Unpluckable. You can do something like this. It's really preference. It's something you guys got to test out for your playstyle because everybody plays a little bit differently. Now for defense, obviously this is our bread and butter. This is what this build was made for. We're playing defense. You're going to want Hall of Fame Clamps, absolutely. You're going to want Bronze Chase Down Artist, I would say. You're definitely going to want Hall of Fame Intimidator or Gold. I would say Hall of Fame personally. Now, I would say go Bronze Rim Protector. You're going to want Hall of Fame Pick Dodger, obviously. Sometimes I would go with Bronze or Silver Pogo Stick because when you jump for a contest, if you have Pogo Stick on, it allows you to regain yourself and get back on your feet faster and be able to run back to the point guard if you take a bad jump, which happens. You could try out Box. I wouldn't really recommend that. I don't think that's worth it. Off-Ball Pest is okay. Menace is a new badge. It seems like it would be really good, but we just don't really know exactly how well it works. But, if it actually does work well, attributes drop when good defense is played. That's literally like exactly what you need as a lockdown. So if that does work, you would definitely want that Hall of Fame for sure. Hustler, that might be decent on Bronze. Another badge that's new in the game. I would definitely highly recommend Interceptor, at least on Bronze. You could go Gold too. You could go Bronze here. You could put Pickpocket on Hall of Fame too. That's a really good badge to have on, obviously, since you're guarding ball. Besides that though, we could go Ankle Braces. Could do something like this. Hall of Fame ankle braces. If you see yourself getting broke a lot, I would definitely try that out. There's a lot of different badges to pick and choose from. So, as you guys can see, this is the build, man. We can pick a jump shot. Personally, I always recommend maybe trying out Ray Allen base, 98 base, Exum base. even D-Wade base. There's a bunch of good bases in this game that you guys can try out. It really comes down to what you guys can get used to the best and be able to hit the most shots with consistently. But those are just some shots that I could give you guys a recommendation for. Obviously, the upper release is our preference, just depending on how you like your shot to look. Other than that, though, man, like I said, this is a great build. 90 plus speed with Hall of Fame shooting. You can shoot from anywhere. It's super easy to shoot in this game. It's way easier than 21, in my opinion. There's people out here hitting with a 63 pointer. You're gonna have an 80 with Hall of Fame shooting, so you just know how easy it could be. As well as you have 22 defense, so this is definitely enough defense to guard a point guard. As you can see, you get mad Hall of Fames, pretty much everything you would need. And the playmaking goes crazy too. 11 playmaking is, nothing to sneeze at. It's a good amount. But like I said, man, obviously this is definitely the best lockdown build that I have seen so far in this game. I've been testing a lot of things out. I've been checking all the stats, all the animations, everything. So I hope this build video helped you guys out. If it did, as always, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for watching, man. Hope you have a great day. As always, it's been your boy Will, man. Peace.